Today I'm going to take three topics in the chapter genetics, that is mutation, variation and sex determination. Now, you know that the structure of the chromosome contains genes and these genes are arranged in a linear fashion. What happens due to UV rays or cosmic rays or gamma rays, sometimes this particular gene can be damaged. So such type of a change in the structure of chromosome is called gene mutation. Sometimes what happens that due to UV rays or mutagens, arm of the chromosome can be broken down. So here the arm is lost in the chromosome. Such type of a change is called chromosomal mutation. Then third type we can see that sometime extra chromosome is present. Usually chromosomes are in pair, but due to some reason one chromosome gets added. So instead of 46, the total number in that organism becomes 47. So what is this? This is nothing but sudden change in the structure of chromosome or spontaneous change in the structure of chromosome is called mutation. Now, what do you mean by that? Remember that one gene controls one character, and if one gene is lost, that character is lost. So it brings variation or a change in an organism. So this type of mutation, only 0.1% are beneficial, rest all are harmful or lethal we can say. This mutation occurs in the two forms in the body. One in somatic, so they are called somatic mutation. So somatic cells, these cells suppose are changed, they will not be inherited. These cells will die with an individual. So this somatic mutation do not bring variation or evolution because they die along with the individual. Second mutation is called germ mutation, which occurs in the reproductive cells or the testes and ovaries. So definitely it should be inherited from parents to the offsprings, and this will bring the variation or evolution in the new species. This mutation, I said, are caused by some agents called mutagens. These are two types, chemical mutagens and physical mutagens. So in chemical mutagens, you can give the example in the exam like mustard gas, sodium azide, ethyl methane, sulfonate. In physical mutation, you can give examples like X-rays, gamma rays, UV rays and cosmic radiations. They may cause the mutation. Now this mutation can be two types again. Spontaneous mutation we say, which occurs usually in nature, that is naturally, and this is very slow. But sometimes we can also induce mutation by ourselves with the help of some mutagens, and they can be at very high rate. Now by changing the genes in a particular organism, the new offspring which comes, it brings a new character. So offsprings, progeny or the children's are not, usually we have seen in the offsprings or progeny or children are not exactly like the parents, but they have characters of both the parents, so they differ. This difference brings the variation. Now what are environmental variation? The variation which are brought due to high temperature like tanning of the skin, sometimes hair growth in some organism, etc. These are called environmental variation, which are not inherited because they are usually in somatic cells. Then next is genetic variation. Definitely they take place in the germ cells, so they can be transmitted from parents to the offsprings. Sometimes variation is also due to migration of population. Suppose one population has shifted from one of the side of the mountain to other side, or one of the side of the river to other side. According to the temperature, they change their habitat structure and they become a new species and brings the variation. Now let us take another topic in this chapter, sex determination. Let us say in the human cell, that is each cell in the human beings contains 46 chromosomes. We can say these 46 are divided into two parts. 44 are called autosomes and the 45th and 46th are called sex chromosomes. In this sex chromosomes also there are two types. If these are present in male, they will have X and Y chromosome. If these sex chromosomes are present in female, they will be having X and X. Same way we can take this 46, half is 23. So we will say the cell is having 23 pairs of chromosome. And if you divide them, they are 24 pairs. So they will be autosomes. And 23rd pair, that is called sex chromosome. So one pair male will have XY and the female will have XX. Now let us see the one particular case of the how the daughter and son are born. This is called crisscross inheritance. Let us see why. Suppose we have taken parents female. What female have sex chromosome? X and X. What does male have the sex chromosome? X and Y. Now when they will undergo meiosis, two gametes are formed here. They are this way, as you know. After the gamete formation, fertilization takes place. During fertilization, one gamete of the female fertilizes with the another gamete of the male. So this I have shown with the red and blue. Same way, one X of the female fertilizes with the Y of the male. So you get this. And you know what is XX stands for the daughter. So zygote will change into the daughter here. And X and Y will be changed into son here. This shows here that son is born only when the chromosome from the father is transmitted. So the birth of a son is not because of the female or a mother, but it depends upon father. There are some diseases located on this sex chromosome. We call them as sex-linked disease in the humans. We are going to study two diseases here. One is color blindness and second is hemophilia. These both diseases are present on a X chromosome and that is recessive. That's why we see very less people suffering with it. What is color blindness? Color blindness means inability to distinguish between red and green color. Here we are going to see some cases because in exam directly these cases are asked. They say that if a father is color blind and mother is normal, what will be the offsprings? So what you will do? You will make this Punnett square and write X and Y. This is father and it is color blind, so write C on the top of X. Same way, normal mother means there is no color blind gene over here. Then you fuse or fertilize them. So you when fill all the columns here, the result is here. You have to write this result in exam also. So you will write XX and here one X is only having, other X is not having. So do remember daughter is carrier but normal. This I will explain you later on. Same way another daughter is also a carrier and normal. Son is normal because you can see X is not having, same way other son. So both sons are normal. In another case we will take normal father fertilize with a carrier female. If you fuse this and you will get this result. Female is carrier but normal. Another daughter is normal. One son is colorblind. Other son is normal. Now, the second disease is called hemophilia. It is also called bleeder's disease. Here, the clotting gene is absent. And this person, blood will not clot or it will take long time. This gene is located on recessive X chromosome. In exam, again, the question will be given that suppose hemophilic father is crossed with the carrier mother. You have to write this way. father and mother is carrier. What will be the offsprings? You can write over here. You can see here both the X have the genes of the hemophilia, so definitely daughter is hemophilic. Here only on one, so only carrier. Here son is having hemophilia, other is normal. Now here the question comes that what is carrier female? You know one X is having the hemophilic gene and one is normal. So what happens, red color is suppose the X chromosome. This is covered or overlapped by the another normal gene. So this gene red is overlapped by this. That is why the daughter is always carrier in this case. Now son here, there is only one X. Another X is not present. That's why this son will be color blind. Though only one X is having here. So what do we conclude here? That father's X always goes to the daughter. So father gives the disease to daughters usually. Father's Y always goes to the son. So if any disease is on Y chromosome, so it will pass to son, not to the daughter. And son gets X chromosome always from mother. So here I complete my topic.